Y'all, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. And if you are returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. I may say them when I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. So I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate and leave everything else behind. If you're new here, I would also urge you to go back into my archives. My readings do tend to reach out into the future just a little bit. So if you go into the archives in maybe 6 to 8 months, you may find some titles back there that resonate more for you now. If you'd like to book a personal more line with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and my books are always open. I welcome you to join me for a session. All right. It's been a rough couple of days. Not so much for me, but I do know people who've been affected by the fires. I have family that's been affected. So really praying that their home was able to survive because they are directly in the line of fire, no pun intended. Yeah. Between that and fielding text messages and phone calls and messages from clients and friends that live all over the country. You say California's on fire. Everybody knows I'm in California. So immediately I started getting, pings on my phone all day. But we're good. We're at a good distance from the fires. The air quality is really bad. So we're staying inside as much as possible. Sent my kids to school with masks in the event that they have to be outside. Because there's ash everywhere. It's kind of gnarly to see. All right, let's jump in and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Hope everybody's doing good, feeling good, and doing well. All right. Okay. I'm seeing this in a couple of different ways. First card out was regeneration in the reverse. So we know that at current time, there is no energy that supports any kind of second chance, second opportunity, reconciliation, any of that. Okay. This actually could affect more than one relationship. Because I have soulmates out here and the tribe. Let me pull more cards because I'm seeing this in a couple of different ways here. Because it looks like if there's somebody that you've distanced yourself from, or there's like a relationship that, so it's kind of like you and a community of people, or say a family, because I also look at the tribe as like a family dynamic, or it could be a friend group or whatever. I'm seeing it like one, you and your partner or whoever you're connected with are on the outside of this group or community. So you may, there's no do-over, there's no second chance, no opportunity for you to come back into the fold with these people. Like you don't have any desire, kind of like you and your partner against the world. Okay, that's kind of what this looks like, right? You and your partner against the world. You're not focusing on those people. They're not in your sphere. They're not on your radar. You don't care. You're focusing on what's in your immediate environment. We like it. Okay. Yee. Okay, somebody here may be struggling with finding struggling with finding peace or struggling to, because I do get the sense here that somebody has made, it's kind of like, okay, hold on. Let me grab the last three before I speak prematurely. Because what it looks like, because this energy feels like the people that have been left out. It's like you made a decision, like once you make the decision, and you might have been really torn, because I can kind of see that too. If you were really torn or troubled by having to make this decision, you understood that making the decision, there was somebody that was going to not be happy about it, you know? So I can absolutely see where somebody is definitely not happy and not feeling abundant. And because I heard they weren't chosen. So they're maybe struggling to kind of like redefine. This is an interesting energy because it kind of feels like this person or whoever, whatever this is, I'm getting a strong energy of somebody not like recognizing their place in the world without you. Like you being out of the picture completely throws everything off for them, because this is not, I don't think this is what they had anticipated. So they're struggling to find peace, and like they're struggling to get grounded, to find groundedness. They're struggling with self-love and trying to focus more on their self and less on the absence of you. I'm getting a whole bunch of downloads right now. All right, what's the lesson? Okay. So part of the lesson here, this is interesting because I didn't post the readings that I did yesterday. I actually deleted everything. I didn't even, at first I was going to actually put it on the cutting room floor for the membership. I just deleted everything and just did a little text version, real simple, of what the general card message was. This is giving me a whole lot of reap what you sow, because now somebody feels as though it's kind of like they're not feeling, somebody here is not grounded. I also get the sense too that there's someone here who, okay, because when the cards are in reverse, I do like to see what would have to be done in order to turn them into upright. So I kind of feel like whoever you were dealing with, they had a really hard time like being grounded, but they also had a hard time with like feeling a sense of belonging, or feeling like, I'm getting like a distorted energy, but not like a distorted masculine or feminine. I'm not translating it that way. When I say this, when I'm talking about something being distorted in this energy, it feels very like it's very confusing because this person doesn't feel very grounded. And this is a them thing. This is a personal, this is part of their personal journey, because I'm getting somebody who doesn't love themselves. I think I mentioned this in the last reading. It's like, if you don't love yourself, or the person that you're dealing with doesn't love themselves, how can they love you? They don't love themselves. They don't see their own worth and value, right? Because when you start loving yourself, you're not going to allow someone, or you're not going to tolerate somebody giving you less than what you would give yourself. You're not going to leave room for that in your life. And I feel like this person had been very afraid of like giving of themselves authentically, giving their heart, being honest with themselves. But again, like I said, this person didn't love themselves. So if they didn't love themselves, they can't love you. And so part of what they're learning here is, it's kind of like they're having to learn how to tap into their heart space. This is really a lesson of somebody who's learning how to like love themselves. I also kind of feel like collective, you were for somebody, and maybe for several somebodies in your life. Again, I'm also going to preface this by saying I may not be talking about the same person every single time that I do these readings. I feel like I have to remind y'all of that, because when I listen back to these readings, I can identify right off the top. Like, I can immediately identify at least seven to eight different people in various parts of my life that don't have anything to do with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's really important that when you're listening to these messages that you can discern like who I'm talking about, because I'm not always going to be talking about that deadbeat ass ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-husband. I'm not always going to be talking about, you know, your parents and your siblings. I'm not always going to be talking about the same people, okay? You have to use your discernment so that you can figure out who I'm talking about. Whoever I'm talking about today did not love themselves. And I feel like, collective, you were meant to be a gift to this person. Just like I said in the last reading, it's kind of like, you know, this person may have prayed and prayed and prayed that, you know, that they had somebody who was, you know, loyal to them and that loved them unconditionally. And the person, you know, when God presented you, because you didn't, here's the thing. The star card. Let's talk about that a little bit. Generally, when I see the star card come out and it's in the upright, the star card for me is like the wish come true. It's, you know, you wishing on a star and the wish is granted. It comes in upright. The wish is granted. However, a lot of times those wishes that are being granted don't always come in the package that you expect them in. And that's the reason why discernment is really important, because sometimes, a lot of times, people will dismiss the very thing that they prayed for because it did not come packaged the way that they anticipated it. So in your mind's eye, you already have in your head like exactly what it's supposed to look like and how they're supposed to show up. But when it shows up and it doesn't really fit the narrative that you had in your mind, you will prematurely dismiss it, send them on their way, and now you're pissed off or you're sad and your butt hurt because, damn, I've been praying and praying and it hasn't shown up. You know? So somebody here got to thank themselves for that. You praying, praying, and praying. Sometimes those wishes have been granted, but you and your ego thought that it should be packaged in a certain kind of way, and God was testing you to see if you really wanted what you said you wanted. I'm gonna let you wrap your brain around that a little bit, because I think some of y'all don't really. Some people are just not ready for that kind of information. But that's really what it is. Like, you could be hoping and praying, wishing and praying, but a couple of things have to take place when you're in that wishing and praying space. Like, you're wishing and praying for something, but are you taking the actual steps to be a reflection of what it is that you want in your life? It starts with you. Everything is always going to start with you. The love, that love got to start with you. You have to start with self-love, knowing your worth, knowing your value, because when you do, you're not going to put up with just anything. You're not just going to let somebody come in and treat you any old kind of way. You're just not. And so I feel like this person, I feel like God gave this person exactly what they wanted. And because maybe you didn't fit the ideal picture of what they thought it was supposed to be, they rejected you. They rejected you. They made a choice to reject you. And now they're struggling right now to find peace. They're struggling, especially if you've extracted yourself and you're not involved. They're struggling to find a space of peace because they're not happy. See, this person, I feel like God is also trying to encourage somebody to really start kind of like mapping out their life now that they're in this space, because I do feel like they're being challenged to kind of step outside of themselves this person they weren't thinking ahead. Okay. I'm also getting energy too here. I kind of feel like this person, it's like you made a decision, like you made a decision kind of based on their decision. You know, they made a decision to like maybe reject you or whatever. Um, and I feel like it largely could have been because they might not have been ready for you. That's a thing here, because I feel like they're being challenged right now to think about how they want to fix this. Part of the message that came out in the card pull that I did yesterday was that one of the biggest dilemmas that they're faced with right now is that they've run out of time. Like there was a certain amount of time that they had that God gave them to come in and make some corrections, fix themselves, fix the relationship. They had time to recover. They didn't do the work, and now they're kind of thinking about it. Like, you know, I think somebody here also spent a little too much time in the thinking phase, like worrying and rumination. Now now this person feels like they're ready for you. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Now somebody here is, I feel like they're ready. They're ready. Okay. But I do want to caution you that if anybody comes back, and I've been telling you this, and this is going to be different for everybody. Again, soulmates don't have to be of a romantic nature either. I think this person is now having to learn, because there is some work that they're going to have to do. Um, and really, it's not really giving me energy of somebody. Like I said, regeneration was the very first card out and it came up in the reverse. So we know that there's no second chance here. No energy that supports any kind of reconciliation, do over, or anything. So this person is going to have to really learn how to, because I do think that they're kind of lamenting over the past. That's why the past keeps, past energy keeps bubbling up, because this person is kind of stuck in that energy. And so I feel like part of their lesson too is, staying present in what their current experience is and learning how to be present in a relationship, or be present and fair and reciprocal with the people that they're dealing with, because in the past they made certain choices, but the choices that they made were really out of fear. And I think it was fear of losing themselves, losing. um it gives me the sense that somebody was really afraid to lose themselves, really afraid. It's kind of like, it's funny, I actually had somebody tell me this when I was really, really young, and I was very perplexed. And I knew that this guy really liked me and I really liked him, but I couldn't figure out like what was the disconnect. Like, we had a great time together, we had awesome talks, like it was cool, but I felt that there was something missing, or there was a component missing, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And I kind of like called him on the carpet, like, "Hey, I need to know, like, what the hell, right?" And he basically told me, and I respected him so much. Like, we ended up being friends for a really long time, but I respected him more for telling me the truth and being honest with me, and for that he gained my respect. And he was like, "I'm not ready for what you're ready." Like, I think I must have always been this way. I'm Taurus sun, Libra moon. I'm very, very much that Empress energy. Like, I feel like I've always wanted to be like a wife and a mother, and that's my lot in life. But at the time he was like, "I'm not ready for the serious nature of what you're looking for, and I know that if I allow myself to fall, like, I'm scared to fall in love, but I know if I let myself fall in love, it would be with someone, it would be you. Like, I would, like, I'm terrified of losing myself though in that kind of a relationship." And because he told me that, I was like, Okay, my feelings were hurt just a little bit, but I respected it and I still valued his friendship. Like, okay, so we can't be together like that. That's cool. And I'm okay with that. I just want you to be happy. Like, whatever, if it ain't with me, that's fine too. I just want you to be happy. I want us to be friends, like I still want to be cool. Um, and so for this person, whoever you were dealing with, I think they were struggling a little bit with insecurities and worried about, someone being unfaithful to them and breaking their heart. Like, this person went through a whole lot of stuff, but this person, I'm also getting it. If it's not a romantic situation, I kind of feel like there was a real big concern about somebody getting involved, business, love, whatever, but getting involved in a situation where the person doesn't actually show up for you. There's no actual loyalty. So this person was really worried about that. So they kind of self-sabotage. They sabotage all of their relationships because of that one energy that they carry. And God's like, if you want to be happy, it starts with you. You got to do some work on yourself, and you got to start thinking about the future and how you're going to maneuver in the future. I said it. This person manifested you. This person manifested you and then threw it away. Threw it away. Threw it away. Now they ready for you. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I feel like God is really trying to get into this person's head. Really trying to get them to trust their intuition and to just listen to God. Listen to that voice. Okay. Let's go to the bottom of the deck. So, okay. So we have somebody here who maybe they've been living their life kind of, I heard, by the seat of their pants. Take that however it resonates. I kind of, and if that's not them, this could be you observing them, observing the way that somebody's lived their life. I'm also kind of getting this energy. It's like you could see something. Maybe you see something that this person doesn't see. I don't know if if you're in communication with them, because the way this is looking, like, I'm seeing this energy of you being in a very serene kind of energy. Whoever I'm talking to today, for the collective, this is a very serene energy. Like, you're very calm, you're very grounded. You're not, you're not going through a whole bunch of, issues or whatever. I also feel like, now, while somebody is living by the seat of their pants, I also feel like you, collective, it feels like you are doing things your way. This person also has a big issue, because I'm getting another message. Somebody here has a really big issue with the way that they're perceived, or the way that other people view them, and possibly you. And that might have been part of the reason why they didn't really engage that way, because they were looking at you like maybe you're different than anybody else that they've ever dated or dealt with. Maybe you're just different. Like, I know for a fact I'm different. I'm different, and I embrace it. I don't care. Um, for some people, that different is a huge turnoff, no matter what it is, because it's so different. It's so outside of the box that some people just cannot relate, and that's fine, because I'm not for you. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But there are some times where it's weird. It's kind of, because this kind of gives me this weird energy. It's like It's almost like somebody witnessing you, witnessing your evolution, witnessing the blossoming of you, if you will. And you are in a very calm state. You're very grounded and you're doing really well. All because you don't conform to what society expects. You just do what you want to do. And somebody is watching you, somebody is witnessing the fact that by you choosing to do things the way that you want to do it, it seems to be like your life has changed. Like you started to experience changes, positive changes that you may have manifested into your life just by simply just marching to the beat of your own drum. Now, I think part of the reason, I think I mentioned it in the other reading, this person had a really hard time. Like I said, they were afraid. I'm getting this energy of someone who has been like second guessing, a lot of negative self-talk. I want to say this person's really torn because there's no actual issues between you and them. Like I don't see any fight or dilemmas or anything like that. Um oh yeah. So I kind of get the energy that maybe at one point you stuck around a little bit longer than you needed to. And it was because like you didn't have no issue. There's like you guys got along really, really well. So you may have stayed, connected to them. But I think that this person is now understanding kind of like how alone you may have felt within the connection with them. Cause like I said, this person, like they wished for you and you showed up and they're like, yeah, no, not this. You stuck around because, you know, maybe you knew that you were supposed to be in connection with this person. Again, we're not necessarily talking about a romantic relationship, but maybe you just kind of knew like you were supposed to be connected to this person or this situation, whatever kind of way, right? Because there's no beef. You get along well. Everything is cool. But I kind of feel like maybe you also intuitively knew that this person may have been giving to others or, showering their attention to other people. Okay, Lucky's driving me crazy. Hold on. Ooh, it smells so smoky outside. Um, I'm also kind of getting this energy too, like this person. I feel like they were really well aware of. I feel like this person was aware of your expectation, like you would have wanted them to be reciprocal towards you. But if they weren't available or they didn't show up for you, they can understand now why they're kind of left on the outside. Okay. Mhm. And so it feels as though the divine is trying to get them on board or show them the like because it's the same. Oh, child's the same energy up here. It's kind of like God is trying to get this person to see that in order for them to okay, let's go back. They had a wish. I wish for, XYZ, right? You're XYZ. But I think this person didn't realize that in order to maintain and have it what they want, they would actually have to show up and participate, do the work. Yeah. And listen, Yep, unfinished symphony in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Child, this is done. Um, what they're learning right now is like they were having, like I said, they were fearful of giving of themselves. They didn't want to be too loyal to any situation. Um, and I feel like God is trying to say, like, they're showing them right now, like, kind of like the result of what you're experiencing now is based on your lack of participation, your lack of effort and input in this one area, or in hell, in several areas of this person's life. So now, because they haven't actually put in any work, they haven't done anything, like what they're getting, it's definitely a reap what you sow energy. And now they just got to kind of sit in it, because this is the life that they've created. This is the life that they created for themselves. Okay. Let's clarify. Where are we time wise? Oh, damn. Already 30 minutes in. Let's clarify. We'll do one pass with the tarot, and then we'll break for the extended. What did I say? Reap what you sow. They did not want to see. They were trying to avoid. They were trying to avoid having their heart broken. So it feels like they, this person, whoever this person is, they may have chosen to align themselves with people of lesser value and quality. I'm just saying that nicely. It's kind of like they treated you like how they treated everybody else. And they were afraid to commit. And now they're seeing the truth of who you are. Now they're seeing the truth of who you are. They're also seeing the truth of the fact that the other people that they may have been involved with, like there was a difference, a huge contrast between you. Especially if you had been giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and this person wasn't really giving back to you. I feel like, you may have had to heal. You may have had to heal. You may have had to heal from this connection. Maybe healing from this connection. Yeah. So I feel like this person is being haunted right now. Ooh, child. This person is haunted. They're haunted by the secrets that they've kept. They're haunted by the fear, their fear. I'm getting a big energy of fear. Yeah. They were, child. They were afraid of the unknown. Like they weren't ready for you. They weren't ready for you, and they were. I kind of also get this sense of, it's kind of like this person may have also been really well aware, like maybe you got close to them. You got close to them in a way that they did not expect to happen. And so they ran. It might have turned into a runner chaser kind of dynamic, but this person was really afraid. More afraid of having, I want to say they were really afraid of having their heart broken. And they're haunted now by the fact that they allowed their fear, they allowed their ego to kind of derail their life. Mm. Listen. child, they kicked themselves in the butt. And yep, and that's when the tower came. Okay. So, like I said, before I even pulled these tarot cards, because this is the same thing, this person, they're now having this revelation like they wished for their 10 of cups and God gave them exactly what they wished for. They did not take action towards it. Instead, they played emotional mind games. They played mind games. Now this person's kicking themselves, kicking themselves, kicking themselves for holding back, kicking themselves for not telling you the truth, for not taking appropriate action. They had an opportunity. If they had just been honest, if they had just been forthcoming, they could have actually been able to stabilize and ground the relationship, but they didn't. And now the tower just came and laid it all out. Yep. And they had other options. What's crazy is they really also had a lot of feelings for you. But the thing is that, I don't know, they might have thought of you. Don't be offended by this. I just heard they might have thought you were a little dingy. That's crazy. There's somebody here that may have thought you were a little dingy. And the reason, and it's funny because that's not a word that that's not in my normal vocabulary. But I'm laughing because I can immediately think of somebody who actually thought of me as being dingy. No, I'm just silly as hell. I could talk words around your ass. Somebody here thought your ass was dingy. And they treated you very much like an option. They had love for you, but they treated you like an option. And while you have been working towards, that's what it is, I think this person's also in shock. Because I said, what did I say down here with these cards? I was like, yeah, like they notice now somebody could have, like, they could have gotten wind, because message in a bottle here is in the reverse. So when it's in the reverse, it's usually information coming from somebody that you know. So somebody here is somebody that maybe you know is witnessing how you're living your life, right? And you're just doing what you want to do and everything, you've changed, you've leveled up, right? Like I said, this person may have thought you was they may have thought of you as being a little dingy, right? But here you are showing up. You worked on yourself. You got a lot of self-confidence. People are looking at you. They're intrigued. You might even come off as a little mysterious. They're intrigued by you. And they're also trying to figure, I also get the sense here, there's somebody here, like if you at some point were at the bottom half of the wheel and you've made certain changes in your life, they're baffled by, like, maybe they didn't see your process. So they don't really know how you did what you did or how you do what you do. But it's interesting because maybe the change of circumstance, like maybe they were up at some point, but they're not anymore. So that also could be a thing too. They may be reluctant to come towards you or be reluctant to reach out or have been reluctant to deal with you because they may not have felt like they had enough. Listen. Well, seeing a whole lot of unrequited love here. While somebody may want to come and try to rebuild a foundation or try to work on a foundation that may have already existed, the thing is that I heard all is lost. All is lost. I want to say all is lost because this person didn't actually take action. Like I said, they had a certain amount of time that they were given and they did nothing. They did not come in to reciprocate or create balance here. So what it did was it just allowed you to just kind of silently let things go. You silently let it go. You paid attention to the fact that, like, in order for you to fortify a relationship, these building blocks over here, in order for you to create a dynamic that is a reflection of you, that's, part of, you know, I kind of look at like I'll use my marriage as an example, my family life, my children, my home. I feel like because my husband and I work together to build the foundation of our relationship, like we've been able to withstand, every storm. But it's because we work together. I kind of feel like, collective, you might have been doing the bulk of the heavy lifting here, and this person really did nothing. They did nothing. Um and so I kind of feel like the decision to just let this thing go, it it was easy. It got to a point where it was easy. It wasn't, you didn't have to lament too hard over, like, what should I do? You just kind of went, you know what? I shouldn't be wasting any more time here because you're showing me, your actions are showing me what I mean to you. So if this, I have to take, seeing is believing. So I have to take what you're giving me at face value. This is what it is. Bet. I'm out. So they're a little bit worried about, even if they were trying to resurface. Oh shit, I didn't mean to shuffle, but okay. Yeah, they may want to come some. Yeah, Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They made a mistake, and now they worried that they lost their opportunity. So they're totally ungrounded. Child, nope, nope. So basically, this person definitely wants to come towards you. They really want to come rushing in. But what I don't like is that I feel like while they're motivated to come towards you, trying to offer this, new, they want a new start, right? Um, you might have them blocked so they aren't able to actually communicate with you. There could be some distance between you, so they may be unable to travel. They may be unable to travel towards you. Um, but the energy that I'm getting, it's kind of like somebody wanting to let bygones be bygones. And the only reason why I don't like this is because even if you were letting bygones be bygones, what I don't see is action. I don't see action. I don't see regret. I don't see nobody feeling bad. I see you scared. You scared and you upset that you made a mistake and that you chose wrong and that you dismissed the collective and you shouldn't have. That sounds personal. That sounds personal. Let's get some what's the tea, and then we'll take this over to the extended. Ooh. So this person may have gotten a bad reputation for being a groupie, and they're crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. They're a spiritual hater. They hate on your spirituality. They rejected you, or you're rejecting them, or they're worried about being rejected. Oh, they're okay. They may be worried that you'll reject them if they come in with a romantic love offer. Oh yeah, you're ignoring anybody who ain't shit. This person may have also caught some type of sexual disease, a sexual infection, or a rash or something. So I'd be real cautious about that. So this person may deal with some scarcity tactics. So what people are seeing actually like I said, there's people here that are witnessing like your glow up. They see a change in you. They see your evolution. They see your confidence. They see how much work you've put on yourself. And from that, you're winning. You could be getting some blessings here, just from that glow up. And so now people are feeling, because they see you winning, what they perceive as winning, they feel like if they're not getting those same kind of winning, that they're losing. That's a twisted way of looking at things. That's a twisted way of looking at life. If somebody over there is winning, that doesn't mean that you're losing. That just means you ain't doing what they're doing to win. It doesn't mean you're losing per se. That's weird. But this person, they feel like kind of like a loser, honestly. Yeah, so this person's fake flexing, they act rich or whatever. They're a spiritual hater, but they're also a divination abuser. So this person could be getting tarot readings on you, or they could be, doing readings themselves on you. Um, Now the dirty offer came up here in this little section. So if they do come back around, I mean, I see the Four of Cups is in the reverse, so you're likely to reject it anyway. You don't want no parts. Yeah, so this person's also a grudge holder, a broke ass, and they may be dealing with child services. Somebody here may be at risk of getting their kids taken. Somebody here may have reported some kind of neglect or abuse. Bottom of the deck, somebody's cock blocking, and you're dusting it off. Be wary if somebody tries to force you with threats, trying to force you to do what they want you to do, trying to intimidate you. Um, because whatever they present you with, they have no facts. They make shit up and they lie, and they are a stalker. They're watching you, trying to cyberbully you and start some drama. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. 46 minutes. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this is where our journey ends, thank you so much for being here. Hit the like, the thumbs up button if any parts of this reading resonated for you or give you clarity over your own situation. For those of you on the membership side, I'll see you on the other side for the extended. If you would like to be a part of the membership, it's $5.99 a month, and you'll get access to all of the cutting room floor videos, as well as each and every one of the extended readings that I do for the readings I do daily. All right. So I love you guys. Till next time. Take care. Bye.